Have you ever felt stuck? Like there's something you know you need to do, but you just can't start? It's like there's a wall between you and that first step. That's where I was, sitting at my desk, staring at a blank page, knowing I needed to learn English to chase my dreams, but choosing to watch cat videos instead.
Oh, Samantha, I've been there. I think we all have. That feeling when you'd rather do anything else, like scroll on your phone or clean your entire house instead of tackling the thing you're supposed to do. Today, we're diving into a story about procrastination, why it happens, and how to break free from it. And of course, we'll learn some practical English along the way.
Exactly, Jackson. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy. It's about our brains trying to protect us from discomfort. Today, you'll hear a story that's close to my heart, about a time I almost let procrastination stop me from chasing a big dream. And we'll share some tips to help you overcome it too, while practicing natural English phrases.
So, listeners, get ready to laugh, maybe cry a little, and definitely learn some new words and expressions. Whether you're studying English or just love a good story, this episode is for you. Let's get started.
Okay, let me take you back a few years. I was 25, living in a small apartment, dreaming of becoming a writer. Not just any writer. I wanted to write stories in English, to share them with the world. But there was one big problem. My English wasn't great. I could read okay, but speaking, writing, it felt impossible. Every time I sat down to practice, I'd procrastinate.
Oh, I get it. Procrastination. That's a big word, Samantha. Let's break it down for our listeners. It's pronounced procrastination. It means delaying or putting off something you need to do, often because it feels hard or scary. Can you say it with me? Procrastination.
Perfect. So there I was, wanting to improve my English, but instead of studying, I'd clean my kitchen, watch movies, or even organize my sock drawer. Anything to avoid that uncomfortable feeling of not knowing the right words.
I love that image, organizing your sock drawer to avoid English. Let's talk about one phrase you just used, felt impossible. That's a great way to express something that seems too hard to do. Like learning English felt impossible. Can you repeat that, listeners? Felt impossible. Samantha, why do you think it felt so hard?
Oh, it was my brain playing tricks on me. I'd sit down with my English books and my mind would say, "This is too hard. You'll make mistakes. You'll sound silly." So I'd give up before I even started. I remember one day I promised myself I'd write a short paragraph in English, just one. But instead, I spent 2 hours scrolling through social media.
Been there. Let's teach our listeners a useful word here. Avoid. You said you were avoiding studying. Avoid means to stay away from something on purpose. Like, I avoided studying because it was hard. Let's practice. I avoided studying. Say it with me, listeners. I avoided studying.
Great one, Jackson. And avoiding those hard tasks, that's what procrastination is all about. My brain wanted easy, fun things like watching videos instead of the hard work of learning new words or grammar.
So true. Let's try another phrase. Playing tricks on me. You said your brain was playing tricks on you. It means your mind is making you believe something that's not totally true. Like, this is too hard. Can we practice? My brain is playing tricks on me.
Love that. Okay, back to the story. One day, I got an email that changed everything. It was an invitation to submit a short story to an international writing contest in English. My heart raced. This was my dream, right there in my inbox. But then that voice in my head came back. You're not ready. Your English isn't good enough.
Oh, wow, Samantha, that's such a big moment. Let's pause there. That phrase, my heart raced, it's a great way to describe feeling excited or nervous. Like, when I got the email, my heart raced. Let's say it together. My heart raced. What happened next?
So I had this amazing opportunity, but I was terrified. I kept thinking, what if I fail? What if my story is terrible? So guess what I did? I procrastinated again. I told myself I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow became next week, and next week became next month.
Oh no, Samantha, that sounds so relatable. Let's teach a phrase here. Put off. You were putting off writing the story. Put off is another way to say procrastinate. Like I put off doing my homework. Let's practice. I put off doing my homework.
Exactly. And every day I put it off, I felt worse. I was stuck in this cycle of wanting to write, but avoiding it because I was scared. One night I was watching a movie in English with subtitles, and I realized something. The characters in the movie were speaking so naturally, and I understood more than I thought. I thought, maybe I can do this.
That's a light bulb moment. Let's teach a phrase from that. Stuck in a cycle. It means being trapped in a pattern you can't escape. Like, I was stuck in a cycle of procrastination. Say it with me. Stuck in a cycle. So how did you break that cycle?
It wasn't easy. I decided to try something small. Instead of writing a whole story, I told myself just write one sentence in English. So I did. I wrote, "The girl sat quietly, dreaming of a world beyond her own." It wasn't perfect, but it felt possible.
I love that. Let's try that sentence for pronunciation practice. Listeners, repeat after Samantha. The girl sat quietly, dreaming of a world beyond her own. Great job. Samantha, that idea of starting small, that's one of the tips to beat procrastination, right?
Absolutely. Starting small was a game changer. I realized that the hardest part was just beginning. Once I wrote that one sentence, I felt a little spark of motivation. So I wrote another and another.
That's so inspiring. Let's do a quick sample dialogue to practice some of these phrases. I'll be a friend, and you're you, Samantha, talking about procrastination. Ready?
Let's do it.
Hey, Samantha, why haven't you started that story yet?
I keep putting it off. It feels impossible, and I'm scared I'll mess up.
I get it. Maybe try starting small. Just write one sentence.
That's a good idea. Okay, I'll try it.
Listeners, let's practice that dialogue. Repeat after us. I keep putting it off. It feels impossible. Try starting small. Awesome job. So, writing that one sentence was my turning point. I started setting tiny goals, 5 minutes of writing a day or learning 3 new words. And I made it fun.
I'd sing along to songs or try to guess what movie characters were saying. One day, I watched The Princess Bride and learned the phrase, "as you wish." I started using it in my writing, and it felt so natural.
I love The Princess Bride. Let's practice that phrase. As you wish. It's a romantic way to say, okay, I'll do it. Samantha, did you keep going with those small goals?
I did. I also made a plan. Every morning after breakfast, I'd write for 10 minutes. I set up a little corner in my room, just a desk, a candle, and no phone. That space became my English time, and I'd reward myself with a cup of tea after.
That's so smart. Let's teach setup. It means to prepare or organize something. Like, I set up a study space. Repeat. I set up a study space. I love the idea of a special space. Did it help you stay focused?
Totally. Having a routine in the space made it easier to start. And the rewards, they made my brain say, "Hey, this is fun." One day, I wrote a whole page for the contest. It wasn't perfect, but I was so proud. I sent it in, not expecting much.
Wait, you sent it in? That's huge. Let's do a quick role play. I'm the contest organizer, and you're Samantha, submitting your story. Go.
Hi, I'd like to submit my story for the contest.
That's great. Can you tell me about it?
It's about a girl who learns to chase her dreams even when it's scary.
Sounds amazing. We'll review it soon. Good luck.
Thanks. Listeners, let's practice. I'd like to submit my story. Great job. So, Jackson, I didn't win the contest, but I got an email saying my story made it to the final round. I was shocked. That moment taught me that procrastination wasn't about being lazy, it was about fear. And the way to beat it was to start small, make it fun, and keep going.
That's such a powerful lesson. Let's review some key phrases we learned today. We had procrastination, avoid, put off, stuck in a cycle, felt impossible, turning point, and set up. Which one was your favorite, Samantha?
I love Turning Point. It reminds me that one small step can change everything. For me, it was that one sentence. For our listeners, it could be studying English for 5 minutes today.
So true. And those tips, start small, make it fun, have a plan, create a study space, be kind to yourself, and use rewards. They work for learning English or any big goal. I'm curious, Samantha, how do you use these tips now?
Oh, I still use them. When I'm writing or learning something new, I break it into small pieces. I make it fun by listening to podcasts like this one, and I'm kind to myself. Some days I write a lot, some days just a little. Consistency is key.
Consistency is key. That's a great phrase. It means doing something regularly, even if it's small. Like, consistency is key to learning English. Let's say it. Consistency is key. Samantha, your story is so inspiring. It shows that anyone can overcome procrastination with the right tools.
Thanks, Jackson. And for our listeners, I hope this story inspires you to take that first step, no matter how small. Learning English or chasing any dream starts with one tiny action. Wow, Jackson, telling this story brought back so many memories. It reminds me that we all have moments where we feel stuck, but we can always find a way forward. I hope our listeners feel ready to take on their own challenges, whether it's learning English or something else.
Absolutely. Today, we learned how to beat procrastination with practical tips and some great English phrases. Start small, make it fun, and keep going. You've got this, listeners. And if you want to keep improving your English, try using these tips in your daily life.
And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit subscribe and support our channel, Speak Easy English, for more stories that inspire, teach, and connect. We're here to help you learn English in a way that feels natural and fun.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. See you next time on Speak Easy English.